Welcome back. The FBI declaring in a court filing that it has, are you ready? Absolutely no records of any disciplinary action taken against any bureau or attorneys who pursued the FISA warrants targeting the Trump campaign. This, despite the DOJ Inspector General's report that found 17 significant acts of misconduct, of false statements, and, well, omitted information. Joining us tonight, award-winning investigative reporter, Fox Business contributor, and the leading investigative reporter on Spygate and all attendant stories, John Solomon. John, good to have you here.
Good to be with you, Lou.
This is, it doesn't end with this story. It is corruption, and more corruption in the Department of Justice and the FBI.
And now I think, thanks to the good work of the Southeastern Legal Foundation, one of the great public interest law firms in America, we now know the FBI, despite all the evidence that we know of wrongdoing in the FISA thing, they've not taken one iota of a step to try to discipline or hold accountable the people that brought this fraud upon the American public. And it's just extraordinary. It's a warning sign. If anyone's going to be punished, it's going to have to require the FISA Court and Attorney General Barr and U.S. Attorney John Durham, because the Bureau and the DOJ bureaucracy will not discipline itself.
And based on what we've seen, though, John, the level of corruption in the FBI and environs, there's no reason to expect them to do the right thing. There is nothing noble about their leadership. I just can't imagine why we would expect anything of them responsible and ethical whatsoever, based on what we now know about Spygate, Crossfire Hurricane, the special counsel investigation. It goes on and on.
Listen, there are so many great men and women in the FBI. I've been blessed to know them since I was a little boy growing up in a cop's home. There are great people in the Bureau who do great things every day, but the cultural mindset and the leadership of the last two leaders of this Bureau have left us with this mess. And if we don't fix it, all of us, not just Donald Trump and Carter Page, all of us are at risk of our liberties being violated with the sort of nonchalance and dishonesty that we saw in this case. This is about America now. This isn't about Donald Trump anymore. What sort of America are we going to live in? And are we going to live by a secret police that can do whatever they want, make up whatever issues they want? That's how serious this issue is.
And it's so serious that both parties, one of them that should have been at least keenly aware of the vulnerabilities and the corruption of that department and that agency, reauthorize FISA until March. We'll just extend it 90 days so that people won't get their pretty heads, concerned about such a abstract issue as the FISA Court that appears, by the way, to be, if not corrupt, incompetent. And I come down on corrupt. I really do, because it's just inconceivable to me that FISA courts can approve 99 point plus percent of all of the applications before them. It's a rubber stamp.
Yeah, and our court system was set up by our founding fathers to create an adversarial system so that our rights would be protected. And we have this now rubber stamp. And you know, I sat back after reading the IG report for the third time this week, and I just thought about something. On January 4th, 2017, the FBI knew the Steele dossier was bunk when they interviewed its source who disowned all the information on that. 2.5 years of pain and suffering for Carter Page, being falsely portrayed as a Russian stooge when he was a CIA asset. Donald Trump's presidency being held hostage by a false investigation. All of that could have been prevented if the American public knew what the FBI knew in real time. It is shameful that it left all of us in the dark for 2.5 years to suffer through this sad chapter. And many people, should be held accountable for that misconduct.
I agree. I happen to be one of those, and I think you and I may disagree, but I believe Michael Horowitz was awfully gentle in that Inspector General report that he filed. There's
a lot of civility to it, but there also is a lot of facts that are damning. And I think in the beginning, having a factual basis to now disassemble all the lies we've been told for the last 2.5 years is still a public service. It's for us to interpret, and it's for us to hold accountable now the people who did this.
Yeah, let's turn to Rudy Giuliani, the president's personal attorney.
Sure.
Telling the president that his trip to Ukraine produced more than you can imagine, a source telling the Wall Street Journal. He says he says this, let's just quote from the tweet. The American people have already made up their mind on this impeachment scam. This is a smokescreen for the Obama-Biden administration's corruption. It will soon be proven, and Giuliani says there will be a 20-page report. Your thoughts?
Yeah, listen, I think he's done a lot of research, and I think there's more important facts to come out. Next week, I expect to get my next documents from the State Department from the FOIA lawsuit that I pursued with the Southeastern Legal Foundation. We're going to learn more about Hunter Biden's contacts or his company's contacts with the State Department. We are not done digging on Ukraine. Any of us who've worked on it need to get to the truth because the mainstream media and our Congress hasn't shown that interest. There's a lot more to be learned there, and some of it's going to be troubling. And I think, I don't know exactly what the mayor has, but I believe that there's more serious misconduct to be divulged from Ukraine.
John Solomon, always great to hear from you. Great to have you on the broadcast. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.